What's going on, dudes and dude Ed? So it looks like Duke in basketball finally has their ACC SEC opponent, and it looks like it's going to be the Auburn Tigers, who they will be hosting at Duke. Because luckily and sadly, they had to go on the road in Arkansas last year and lost in that challenge. But luckily, they get to host it and not against like a Kentucky. But I think they still have to play Kentucky at some point earlier in the year. So either way, it's going to be a tough schedule, another tough opponent, but I think they will be able to handle it, hopefully. Then Jim Harbaugh recently said that he loves everything about Justin Herbert and what he does, and even Justin Herbert recently said that, yeah, selfishly, he would love to throw the ball every single play if he could, but it's going to be based on what the offense is and what they need to do that day to win. So I always kind of thought he could be like a sneaky late first like fantasy football pick for football, but I just don't know, because I think they're just going to run the ball too much, and then they're not going to have to rely on him doing too much heroics to try to win games as he has in the past, because they're going to have a pretty good run game. So maybe going after the running backs in that offense instead of the wide receivers, tight ends, and the quarterback. But looking forward to seeing how that defense shows up too, so looking forward to that. Then Duke football did get a 2025 commit in the athlete Garrett Kemp, so I don't know exactly which side of the ball he plays, but very talented guy is what it looks like. So they just keep adding some guys. I think they're ranked like the number 24 team in the nation according to 247 Sports, so that's pretty good so far in Manny Diaz's first year, and he hasn't even played or coached a game yet, so that's pretty good in my opinion, especially looking towards the future. And a couple of the guys on the Duke football team were named to Phil Steele's All-ACC preseason team. I believe it's the wide receiver Jordan Moore made the second team, and also Trey Freeman, the cornerback / defensive back, was named to the second team as well. And I didn't know, but I saw Freeman's name on a list that On3 put out of the top returning tacklers in college football, and he was like tied 8th with like over 100 just himself playing on that outside. So he's probably one of the better tacklers and defenders on Duke's team, obviously making that preseason All-ACC team as well. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what this Duke football team can do as well. And the Minnesota Vikings apparently have already named ex-USC quarterback Sam Darnold their starting quarterback, which is a little bit surprising because of how high they picked that ex-Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy. You kind of thought they felt he was going to be the next savior, but I guess they want to lead him into his first rookie year and not have to throw him out there right away. So it's not all that surprising, but it's still a good opportunity for the ex-USC quarterback. So looking forward to seeing what he can do out there. And the Lakers apparently over this weekend are going to formally and officially interview J.J. Redick. I think the only time in the past couple months or so was like a conversation at the NBA draft combine where the GM Pelinka was talking with J.J. Redick for like about 90 minutes, but it wasn't like a formal interview because no one else from the Lakers were there at the time. So now I guess he's going to be flying to LA to do that officially, and a lot of people are hoping, and I guess not hoping if you're not a fan of this scenario, but hoping that he does end up getting the head coaching job. I always think it's weird every time I see his name come up to be the next Lakers head coach. It's like one of the first reasons why I started liking Duke basketball in the first place. That player now is going to be the head coach of the Lakers. It's just crazy to think about and see if it does end up coming true, but it would be pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie, in my opinion, to see that. So yeah, looking forward to it if it does end up happening. And then Team USA soccer did play against Brazil in a friendly, I believe, so I don't think it really counted towards anything, but they actually showed up because I think the other day before they lost to Colombia like 5-1, which was pretty bad, but they were able to tie Brazil here. A tie against Brazil is almost like a win pretty much, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure Brazil did not have some of their better players out there, but either way, you'll still take that. So yeah, congrats to them. And then when it came to Caleb Williams, apparently there's a Chicago Bears rookie record that I guess they've just been that bad that long at the quarterback position to where if he just throws over 10 plus touchdowns that he is already going to set a rookie record. So I don't know. He could probably set the passing record, probably completions, attempts. He could do everything just because of how talented of a quarterback he is. So I'm looking forward to seeing him make some history, hopefully not only for the Chicago Bears organization, but also in the NFL too. So looking forward to seeing what he can do as well. And the Chargers signed a wide receiver who I guess is an Olympic sprinter from Nigeria. His name is Praise Olatoke. Hopefully I'm saying that last name correct. But yeah, apparently there's like a NFL thing out there in Africa, and probably he went to the one in Europe too, and looks like he's going to end up signing with the Chargers. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I think he's already faster than one of the faster wide receivers in the NFL. So if he could put it all together, I know they tried to do that with what's his name, Usain Bolt, but he did not have the same type of speed or was looking as good on a football field when he did a mini tryout. So we'll see how this goes. And they also did sign that player who was trying to get a workout and a tryout with them, and Tony Jefferson, the safety. He was an ex-Baltimore guy, so they know him pretty well, and an ex-Alabama guy too. So obviously it's pretty good to add those guys, but he is coming off a 1-year retirement, so we'll see how much he can really help them. I'm pretty sure he's going to help them more off the field with the X's and O's, but as a backup depth piece, that's not bad either. A couple guys from both my basketball teams were invited to the NBA draft green room. Isaiah Collier of USC, not a surprise, was invited, so they feel he's going to be a first-round pick, most likely, definitely a lottery pick. And also the Duke players Kyle Filipowski and Jared McCain were both invited also to the NBA draft green room. So yeah, hoping for a big night for a couple of those guys. I don't think anybody else from my teams is going to get drafted that high. I will just have to report on who the Lakers maybe end up picking, and they could end up trading that pick away as well. So it'll be a pretty busy night, that first night of the NBA draft, because now it is 2 nights, which is pretty crazy. And USC track and field won a bunch of awards, but it says the West region, so I don't know if they just split it up because of how many schools are involved, so like a North, South, East, and West region, but they pretty much swept up everything. They had the main coach of the year in Quincy Watts. They also had the assistant male coach of the year in Jeff Petersmeyer. They also had the assistant women's coach of the year in Joanna Hayes. And the women track and field athlete of the year was Jasmine Jones, which wasn't surprising because I think I talked about her recently winning an NCAA championship in one of her meets or things she does. I forget what they exactly call each thing because it's not a sport. Track and field is a sport, but it's a different thing in between. But either way, congrats to them. They definitely swept up a lot of those champion things and got like second and third place as well. So hopefully a lot of these players from USC will be representing Team USA in the Summer Olympics coming up pretty soon. And speaking of the NBA Finals, yes, Dallas was able to do something good on Friday night and were able to pretty much blow out the Celtics and force a Game 5 back in Boston on Monday. And Derek Lively, the Duke freshman of Dallas, did pretty good. He set a couple of records as a rookie. I think it's the first time he's the youngest player in NBA history to make a three-point shot. He's also the youngest player with a double-double. But then he's also the first rookie since Magic Johnson to have back-to-back double-doubles in an NBA Finals game. So obviously reaching back to Lakers history too, which is nice. So yeah, this guy has obviously been one of the better picks in last year's draft, even though people are like, why are they selecting him at number 10? Was it 10 or 11 overall? And he only averaged like 5 points a game, but it's because he wasn't getting much playing time at first in the beginning year for Duke, but like towards the end of the stretch, like down past the year, he was playing very well for them and showed why he could be a first-round pick with his athleticism and defense and blocking and rebounding and all that stuff. So yeah, he's definitely proven to be one of the better players out there, not only for Dallas, but on the rookie teams. And I think he did win like a second team all rookie, but after this performance and helping lead his team to the NBA Finals, I think he probably deserved to be in that first team in my opinion, but once again, I think he dealt with some type of injury and wasn't playing as much throughout the beginning part for Dallas, and then sadly lost his mother to cancer a few months before the playoffs too. So he was dealing with that, but luckily was able to turn it around, turn it into some good anger, and help his team at least hopefully force this Game 5 and maybe force a Game 6 back in Dallas. So that's all we could hope for in this situation, to try to keep that 18th championship away from the Boston Celtics. Sorry, Jason Tatum. But yes, thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.